Hi everyone, my name is Dipa from the Living Proof Institute.
Hi everyone, my name is Alice and I'm also from the Living Proof Institute.
And today we wanted to talk a little bit about our Living Light Metabolic Reset program. So we get a lot of clients who are struggling with a lot of different chronic health conditions such as high blood pressure or pre-diabetes. They've just recently gotten some blood work done and been told that they have elevated blood sugars or that they have fatty liver. People who are struggling with hormonal imbalances or poor sleep or low energy or, excess body fat that they want to get rid of, that they're just really struggling with when it comes to, seeing those changes in their body composition. Women who are in menopause and perimenopause and struggling with a lot of these issues as well. So today we wanted to really touch on our Living Light Metabolic Reset program and some of the common questions that we get asked with regards to this program. So one of the common questions that we get asked is, how is this program different from other programs? And we really like to say that this program goes far beyond weight loss, okay? That is definitely one of the main benefits in terms of what it really, is effective at addressing, but it's really the result of what happens when people lose that excess body fat and inflammation. So they sleep better, they have better digestion, better relationships, more clear thinking, because our program really goes beyond just nutrition and exercise, okay? We touch on a lot of the foundations when it comes to establishing a healthy lifestyle. So we touch on things like breathing and optimizing sleep, which is such an important factor when it comes to your health, whether it's hormones or weight loss or blood sugars. You really need to make sure you're sleeping well. We also touch on things like breath work and digestion and stress management, right? So we touch on a lot of different topics which really lay the foundation for your health. We also really focus on creating health rather than preventing disease, right? So we really go above and beyond when it comes to empowering you to be the doctor of the future and really teaching you the foundational skills that are required to live a healthy lifestyle, whether it's what you're struggling with right now or even, something down the road. And the nice thing about the fact that we teach you skills is that you have these lifelong. And when we teach you a skill, it's just going to keep improving and improving over time. And that skill is going to be applicable to other family members as well. So when we teach you how to sleep properly, you can apply that to other family members, whether it's your spouse or your children or your friends and other family members. A lot of these skills are applicable to other people around you. And another thing that really makes our program unique is the fact that we have a large emphasis on community. We really make sure that we bring together our community every week to provide support and encouragement and accountability and really, make you feel like you're not alone in your health journey.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dipa. And the community is so amazing. And it's a complete different energy from what a lot of people are typically used to in their everyday life or maybe in the social circles that you're running in. And what's amazing about this community is that everybody helps each other grow. Everybody understands exactly the journey that you're on because they're on a very similar journey. And so you get to meet people, you get to share different tips and tricks, and you get to connect and not feel alone in this process of weight release or, self-discovery or health cultivation at home. It's really about creating a proactive approach, a very intentional, simple, but proactive approach so that you don't have to get diagnosed with a disease down the road or, 5 years, 10 years, whatever have you. You're taught the tools like Dipa mentioned to then share with your family and then of course use on yourself through this program and thereafter the program as well. So another really common question that we get is, how much weight am I going to lose? So we worked with hundreds of clients at this point. And what's really cool is that every single person's journey is very unique. Typically speaking, per round, what we find on average is going to be somewhere between 20 to 30 pounds released. It's not to say you're limited to the 30 pounds. There's been some clients that I've been able to have an opportunity to work with that have released upwards of 50 pounds. So, the limit does not exist. It really comes down to how compliant you are, how coachable you are, how ready to learn you are, and then additionally, how badly this is a priority to you. So, whatever we focus on expands. So when we focus on health, when we focus on creating a healthier, happier future, then we're able to see that weight release melt off that much quicker.
Yeah, and just to clarify, that's within a 10-week time frame. We get really safe and rapid results. And some people will say, well, isn't it kind of unsafe to lose that much weight so quickly? And my question to you is it more safe to lose that extra weight and inflammation, or is it more unsafe to keep that weight and inflammation, on your body for years and years to come? And for most people, that weight and inflammation usually increases year over year, which then is going to put you more at risk for things like heart disease and high blood pressure and strokes and cancer and diabetes. So the opposite of that is releasing that weight and putting you at a lower risk for all those other chronic issues, which I'm sure, most of you would probably really benefit from. Another common question we get asked is, what if I'm on medication? So we've worked with a number of clients who are on multiple medications, and we always recommend that you speak with your doctor first before starting our program if you are on medications, and just let them know that you're going to be embarking on a nutrition and lifestyle program. And for those of you on blood pressure and diabetes medication, for most of our clients based on our experience, most of them are going to be able to taper and or come off the medications altogether, because when we really address the root cause of the high blood pressure or the diabetes, which is in most cases nutrition and lifestyle, many clients are able to get off the medication. So just make sure that you speak with your doctor so that they're able to taper you off those medications if needed. And yes, it's completely fine to be on medications while you're on the program.
In fact, the program might be right for you if you want to look to get off some of the medication and normalize some of those levels, which we've seen with many, many, many of our clients as well. And so why do we suggest less intensive exercise? And this is in no way, shape, or form to villainize exercise. Exercise is a wonderful stressor on the body, but in chronic stressed out states, which is a lot of the clients initially when they come and sign on to the Living Light Metabolic Reset program deal with a lot of stress. And so after chronic stress exposure, our exercise is actually sending us into a more sympathetic state or more of a stressful state, because our body can't differentiate from good stress or bad stress. And so if we're constantly feeling, let's say, bad stress or that chronic stress exposure, that's when exercise can be kind of pushing us further into that stressful state. And maybe you witness this within yourself. You're working out constantly, you have the spare tire around the midsection or muffin top, whatever you want to call it lovingly. And no matter how much you exercise, whether it be HIIT training, whether it be cardio, resistance, muscle building, you're not seeing any of that weight release. You're actually, in fact, maybe gaining a little bit more because your body is on reserve. So the reason that there is a pause in terms of intense exercise and an emphasis on less intensive exercise, such as yoga, such as walking, such as stretching, is it because it promotes more of that parasympathetic system. It's gonna get you into your body, into that right physiological state to then eliminate. And it's only in the rest and digest state or parasympathetic state where our body feels safe enough to let go of that excess weight or the excess energy or whatever it is that it's holding on to that's not serving it in that specific moment. So it's, again, not to villainize exercise. Definitely enjoy your walks, definitely enjoy your hikes, get some time out in nature as much as possible, but make sure you're doing it in less intensity for the duration of the program.
Another common question that we get asked very frequently is, what will I be eating while I'm on this program? So, of course, nutrition plays a big role when it comes to, any chronic health issue that you might be struggling with. And just to give you a sense of what you'll be eating, most people will be eating a anti-inflammatory whole food diet. It's anti-allergenic, so it really eliminates a lot of the common allergens, and you're able to eat plenty of food. In fact, many of our clients, always comment that they're eating way more on this program than they were before. And certain food groups are actually unlimited on the program. So, just in general, you'll be eating healthy proteins, healthy starches, some fruit, and really it's a well-balanced nutrition plan. It's real food, it's whole food, and that's why we get real results, right? It's not packaged, processed food, which is unsustainable after the program's over. It's very sustainable to maintain the nutrition plan even after the program's over. And that's what's key when it comes to reducing weight and inflammation, is the program that got you to lose the weight has to be the same nutrition plan or very similar to help you maintain the weight. So we make sure that it's sustainable and that you're able to maintain it even once the program is over.
Yeah, amazing points. And I often find a comment that comes up for me with my clients often is that they realize, wow, I've been under eating protein this entire time. And you only start to realize that once you begin tracking and bringing that awareness to yourself in terms of how much it is that you're actually intaking. So our clients get very familiar with realistically, how much nutrition am I getting out of the day? And we have different ways of tracking that. And we have different, methods and strategies to make sure that you're getting the adequate amounts of the right foods. So that's what is super important. And the program goes into all of those details. But another really common question is, additionally, are these results permanent? And to that, I like to say, is your adherence to the protocol permanent? It really goes into how much you want to create health every single day. And so this program, like Dipa mentioned, is going to give you those skills and tools so that you're able to then, transition through this program into everyday life and still have that skill set with you to create and cultivate healthy, nourishing meals. So these results are as permanent as you want to make them. Our body is constantly trying to communicate with us. It's always guiding us in the right direction. And this program really teaches you how to tune into that. So you become very aware of your intuition. You become very aware of how you're feeling on certain foods, in certain habits. So then you can create and customize, and of course, with our support, can create and customize a life that's actually realistic for you to keep up with. So we find that if you're able to keep up with 80 to 90%, leaving a little bit of room, a wiggle room, let's say, for moderation, whatever that ends up being for you, then you're able to keep majority of these results from the program. So it's really about how much your health is a priority to you outside of this program, within the program, and then of course outside of the program as well.
Yeah, and great points, Alice. And one of the other things is, progress over perfection, right? You don't have to be perfect, but of course, if you completely go off the rails, then you will go back to where you began, right? So in terms of, are the results permanent? Yes, they are, when you kind of keep that like 95 to 90-10 rule, right? So 90 to 95% of the time, you're really going to try to choose health first. As Alice said, really try to implement those nutrition and lifestyle practices that you've learned through the program, and you'll be able to maintain your results. Now, another question that we get asked is, what happens after the 10-week program is over? Well, another thing that makes our program so unique is that you get lifetime access to our community. So you get to stay plugged into our community. You also get lifetime access to the online course that you'll be given access to if you enroll in our program. And we're constantly adding to this library of resources with whatever new information we're learning. So in terms of what happens afterwards, you're able to stay plugged into the community. You're able to get that continuous support because for a lot of people, they need that extra support, especially when it comes to maintaining the results, right? For a lot of people, they're able to get the results that they want because of all the support and the community and the coaching that we provide to them. And so we want to make sure that you sustain those results even after the program's over. So we make sure that after the 10 weeks, you're given that support and accountability as well.
And great points, Dipa. And that's exactly why our community is so close, is because we want to make sure that everybody continues to, create those connections and bond with like-minded people so that you're able to then keep up with a lot of the foundationals, a lot of the skills and tools that you learned in the Metabolic Reset itself. And you might be wondering, who is this program not for? So this program is not catered towards anybody who is very, very ill. So we definitely want to make sure that if you are dealing with more intensive health symptoms, that you work very closely with your GP, and then also bring this program if you're debating it, if it's something that aligns with you, if it's something that you want for yourself and for your future, asking your GP about how they feel in terms of where you are with your health in that moment in time, when is an appropriate time to approach the program, or what to focus on first. So first and foremost, make sure to bring it up with any of your healthcare providers so that you can get the go-ahead if you are really ill or if you are struggling with more chronic disease. This program is catered for somebody who is highly coachable, somebody that is ready to take action, somebody that is not going to make excuses, and who is ready to do the deep work. And so it's not to make it sound like, it's this troubling mountain that you're going to be climbing. But one of the amazing things about this program and why there is such long-lasting results and transformations is because we get to the root. We don't address the outwards. I mean, we do address, the nutrition, the sleep, and the stress, but we also go and we dig deeper into the actual scripting that it is that you're running off of, that is forming the life that created this disease or created, these metabolic syndromes in the first place. So we get to the root cause as to, why did I gain this weight in the first place? What activities in my life that produce, let's say, stress got me to this point? What decisions did I make? What decisions are in line with me and my best health goals now? And so we look for anybody who is wanting and is zesting for that beautiful health transformation, is ready to take a real look at themselves and open to learning. So those are, of course, ideal situations. But at the same time, we love working with anybody. If you aren't starting from a highly positive place, let's say, we still give you tips and tools and other resources that can help start building you up to, let's say, taking on something like the Metabolic Reset program.
Yeah, and also, just to add to what you said, is it's not for people who are looking for a quick fix, right? Or to fit into that wedding dress, right? It's for people who are looking to really implement these longer term lifestyle changes into their day-to-day, right? And, when it comes to chronic health conditions, specifically if it's more complex, then you could still have a call with us to see if the program's a good fit for you. Certain chronic health conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver, we work with a lot of those type of clients. But if your condition is a lot more complex and debilitating, then you may need to have a call with us just to see if it would be a good fit for you or not. So if you are interested in learning more, we've put a link in the comments in the description in terms of where you can schedule a call with one of our coaches if you want to learn more about the program. And we would be more than happy to share more information about the program and see if working together would be a good fit. So thank you so much for listening, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be sharing a lot more helpful tips and information with you in the coming videos. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye, everyone.